main stadium game for the Women's National Championship in the A Division. This matchup is a battle of the Uniteds, Newfoundland United in the white versus Calgary United in the black and blue. Both teams lining up for the national anthem. Take positions to start this game. Once again, Newfoundland is wearing the white, Calgary in the black and blue. Number 11 for Newfoundland takes the face-off. That's April Drake. And looks like she won the face-off as they get in deep. Brittany Antle very close to getting a shot on goal very early in this game. Puck nearly out in front thanks to Drake, but it is quickly covered up by the Calgary goaltender. Natalie Keeping taking the face-off for Newfoundland. Ball is dropped all the way back to number 10, who takes a shot in, but off a stick and high into the boards. Goes around, Keeping picks it up, whips it around the boards, but Calgary picks it up and is now trying to break into the Newfoundland zone. Rowe picks it up and shoots it in deep, off a stick, and so it won't be icing. Rowe picks it up again, shoots it across. Trying to get a shot away is Diamond, but she can't quite get there. Running all the way back is Coos. Coos picks it up in front of her own net. Moves it ahead to Rowe. Rowe whips it around the board so her team can change, but Dawn Tulk is looking to pick the ball up for her team. Ball lost in the corner. Tulk runs in for it. Tulk gets it out in front, and Williamson can take a shot, but it is quickly covered up by the Calgary keeper. Ball lost in the near side corner, being fought for by Williamson. Loose in the side, Keene is there to pick it up, but it's blocked off by a Calgary player. Calgary might be able to escape their zone with it now. Ball bounces off the boards, and it looks like it's picked up by Mason. Mason falls as she gets it into the far side boards, and Williamson is going to pick it up. Williamson looking out in front. Gets it to Antle. Antle takes a shot, and it's off the side of the net. Williamson with it again. Tries to get around, but Calgary takes it away. Whips it around the boards. Up to Cunningham. Cunningham can't get it out, and it's shot in by Tinkler. Drake with it again. Pass it across, trying to get a shot off, but she can't. Shot up by Calgary. Moved in deep, and it's going to get picked up by Tinkler in the near side wall. They shoot it up ahead for Pickford. Pickford might, no, she isn't able to beat the icing, and the face-off will come inside the Newfoundland zone. There's been only one shot on goal in the first 2.5 minutes of this game, and it has been for Newfoundland. Ball goes behind the net, and Tinkler is there to pick it up for Newfoundland. She shoots it up, and is picked up by Pickford. Pickford appeared to have a fairly new jersey, as her number is made out of duct tape. Not sure if you can tell that on this stream, but I can definitely tell from where I'm sitting. Calgary has taken a penalty, which means Newfoundland will get the first power play opportunity of this game, as number 14, Emily Burzens, will sit for 2. Tulk takes the face-off, but she loses it, and Calgary is able to clear to the red line, but not out. Coos looks ahead. She passes it over. Gets it to the assistant captain, who shoots it across to 88. Russell with it now. Russell looks at her options, trying to find a passing lane, because she can't get a shot off from here. Passes it all the way back to Coos. Coos across to the assistant captain. Coos fights to keep it in, and she does, but only for a moment, as Calgary is then able to clear it all the way down, and it will have to be corralled by the Newfoundland keeper. Calgary now with a short-handed opportunity, thanks to Margot Sharp. Margot along the far side boards with it being fought by 2 players on the Newfoundland. Newfoundland starts to move it up, and it gets onto the stick of Tulk. Tulk is able to get it in. She shoots it back down, but it goes all the way down. Russell goes back to play it, but it's given away to Sharp of the other team. Sharp looks across. She's got Dunlop there with her. Dunlop can't get the shot off. Now Drake moves up with it. It might be taken away by Calgary, but Drake is able to corral it. She gets it all the way back to Diamond. Diamond takes a shot, and it's loose behind the net. Drake is there to pick it up, but it's taken away by Calgary. It bounces up high. Drake might be able to take control of it again. Yes, she slams it on the net. It gets a shot on goal, and now here we are again with Pickford. Pickford trying to get it in, but she can't quite do it. And it looks like they will be having to deal with a brief 5-on-3. Yes, Calgary has taken a second penalty with just 18 seconds left in their first. It'll be 5-on-3 for that time as one of their players heads to the bench, and she is not happy about this one. Michelle Mars joins her teammate in the box. Face-off comes to the right of the goaltender for Calgary. Ball is dropped, makes its way back to Tinkler. Tinkler gets it out to Coos. Coos passes it up, gets it to the assistant captain. Slap shot! Goes wide, bounces off the backboards. Calgary tries to get it out, but they can't quite do it. Tinkler with it again. She winds up, fakes the shot, passes across the assistant captain, shoots off the backboards again. Loose in front, but cleared away to the side by a defender. Williamson gets it around the back. Cleared all the way down and over the stick of Coos. It goes all the way into Newfoundland territory. Chased quickly by Calgary. One of their penalties is over, so they're back to 5-on-4 for the next minute and 20 seconds. Tinkler there tries to break it up, but Calgary is looking for a shorthanded opportunity here. She turns with it. Looks out in front. Tries to pass it, but can't quite find anyone. Calgary able to take a shot on goal, but it goes just wide. Williamson gets it back to Tinkler. Tinkler looks ahead, gets it to Williamson. Williamson passes to the Calgary player, but Calgary player wants it bad. Her arm is wrapped around the stick, and there is a penalty being called once again against Calgary, I believe. One over. No, this one will go against Newfoundland as Williamson looks to sit for 2 for tripping. .45 seconds left in this 4-on-4 game, or in the 4-on-4, before Calgary will have a player sprung and will have their first power play of the game. Teams are lined up, refs having some discussion with the face-off players. Keeping will take the penalty, or take the face-off for Newfoundland. Ball is dropped and Keeping wins it back to her teammate. Newfoundland is able to get in, but Calgary picks it up. Moxley is running around with it for Calgary. She passes off to Van Buskirk. Buskirk shoots it up, and it's picked up by Curio. Curio moves up with it, looks to carry it in on her own stick. She's got Cunningham with her. Curio looks around. Pass it off. They take a slap shot in and try and tip it on goal, but it doesn't quite go. Cunningham picks it up in the corner. Being fought hard by Mason. Near side board battle for it. Calgary takes a shot. Ball loose. Loose out in front. Calgary tries to swing at it, but Newfoundland gets their stick in there. That could have been a goal, but Natalie Keeping was able to keep that ball from getting shot on goal. Keeping tries with it at the line. Ball shot in deep, but Russell is back, and that is actually an icing call against Calgary. 60 seconds left in the penalty against Williamson. Shots are now 3-1 in favor of Calgary. Drake taking the face-off for Newfoundland. She wins it to her teammate, but Calgary takes it away very quickly. Nichols passes it off. Calgary with their own net now. Over to Nichols. Nichols passes it back behind her own net. She looks to run the puck in on her own stick. Stops up just at the line after getting in. Ball is forced back. Kendra Dunlop there to pick it up for her team. Being chased down by Genevieve Rowe. She passes it off. Trying to get something started from deep in their zone again. They shoot it in off the stick, and it's in safely. Reagan Fisher runs to pick it up for Calgary. She's chased closely by number 10, Sarah Diamond. The penalty's about to end. Nichols passes it off. Over to Sharp. Sharp takes a shot, doesn't quite get on goal. Fisher with it now. Goes all the way back, and it's picked up by Nichols. Nichols tries to take a shot, but it doesn't quite work. It looks like the assistant captain is free. Number 11, April Drake, gets in for Newfoundland. Contentious battle for it out to the left front of Calgary's goaltender. Moves up ahead, picked up by Kendra Dunlop, who shoots it in so her team can change. Picked up behind by Alia Frank, the goalie for Newfoundland. Tinkler with it now. She passes it in, it's dumped down the ice. Oh, it could be Amanda Keene for, oh no, it's blocked off by the Calgary goaltender. Amanda Keene could have had a great one-on-one opportunity, but the goalie came out to play it and shot it up down the ice. Tinkler with it now, turns around, fires, can't quite get it out. And it's almost held in the line, but it goes out. Cleared thanks to Amanda Keene. Ball moving down the ice now. Bianca Zuber loses it. Tinkler now fighting for it along the boards, trying to get it out, and she does. Breaking in now is Brittany Antle. Antle fighting for it on the near side boards, and she's pushed. No call on the play, but Antle definitely wanted one. Ball loose at the blue line. Picked up by Tori Mayo. Mayo turns with it, looks up ice, fires it down, tries to bounce it off a stick and in, and it is. April Drake with it now, tries to pass it out in front. Doesn't quite get there. Amy Coates passes it up for Calgary, but it's picked off by Newfoundland. Now it's in. April Drake gets it behind the goal. Now picked up by Russell. Calgary picks it off, shoots it all the way down the ice. It won't go for icing because Genevieve Rowe will have to get to it first, and she does. She whips it around for Jill Mason. Jill tries to poke it out, but can't quite do it. Calgary has possession in Newfoundland zone. Calgary almost loses possession at the red line. It seems like anytime they've got their stick on the ball, a Newfoundland stick is in there to interfere with them. A great attempt by Reagan Fisher, but blocked by a bevy of bodies outside of the Newfoundland goal. Picked up now by Rebecca Russell, who gets it off to Jill Mason. They can't quite break free of their zone, though. Genevieve Rowe shoots it up now. And they will be able to get out of the zone, but it doesn't look like they'll be able to do much with it as both teams are changing now. Calgary tries to get a head start with both teams making line changes. Chelsea Karapenko tries to get in. She hands it off to Kendra Dunlop, who enters in offside, and the faceoff will come outside the Newfoundland zone. Ball gets launched back down in, but is picked up by Kristen Coos, but it's stripped of her by number 26, Chelsea Karpenko. Karpenko whips it around into the corner. Newfoundland looks to be taking control there. Calgary takes a shot, but it goes just wide, and Coos will go pick it up for her team, but Calgary is right there to sew her in and then take control. Calgary with another shot, but it's blocked. Here comes Dawn Tulk. Tries to flip it in, but it's expertly gloved down by Van Buskirk. Corralled by Coos, who shoots it up for Williamson. Williamson able to whip it around the corner while her team changes. Calgary trying to catch them on a line change, but they won't be able to do it as Tori Mayo makes it back and touches up. Mayo looks up ahead. Passes it to Rowe. Rowe shoots it in. And that goes for icing. Nearly 13 minutes gone in this game. Shots are 3-2 in favor of Calgary, but this game remains scoreless. Ball is dropped. Mayo moving up with it. She shoots it in. Will this one go for icing as well? No, but Calgary will pick up in their zone. Moxley fighting for control. Goes up and down the ice, and Mayo will not be able to make it there before Zuber. Zuber with her stick on it, but Mayo fighting to get control. Couple people there from either side trying to get control. Tinkler now. Tinkler backhands it out, and it's going to be on the stick of keeping. Zone, but isn't quite able to. They pass it across. She turns, tries to get it across again, but it's stripped. Here comes Stuckless. Stuckless is able to get it all the way down, but she won't be able to get any shots off. And now Antle is fighting for it against the Calgary players. But Calgary is being very possessively minded today. They've been not giving up many opportunities for Newfoundland since the beginning, and they've been holding possession, I feel like, for most of this game as Reagan Fisher takes it behind her net. Now it's onto the stick of Rihanna Curio, who tries to pass it up, and she picks it up again. Rihanna Curio is able to enter the zone, but it looks like she's going to change, which means that Newfoundland will take over as Jill Mason goes to pick it up. She tries to whip it around the boards, but there's a Calgary player there to stop it. Bursons moves to open ice, trying to cut off anyone who would try and get it past her. Here comes Russell, who flips it all the way down, trying to bounce it off the stick and in, but Calgary once again stops it. Reagan tries to get it down. 5 minutes, 30 seconds left to go. No goals. Shots are 3-2 in favor of Calgary still. Ball high up in the air. Calgary gloves it down. Moves it up ahead to Fisher. Fisher whips it around the boards, but Russell is there. Russell passes off to Mason. Mason passes up to Pickford. Pickford gets her pocket picked, and it goes all the way back down to Mason. Mason picks it up behind her own net. She's got a Calgary player coming for her, so she'll go back behind her net some more. She tries to get around the boards to Pickford, but Pickford has her pocket picked yet again. Bounce off, goes Calgary's way. Calgary takes a shot on goal, just wide. Running around the net now is Karpenko, and the ball is saved as the net comes off. 4 minutes, 38 seconds left to go in this scoreless game. Ball is dropped. Calgary has control, and the goalie, Frank, for Newfoundland, is able to corral it and stop anything dangerous from happening. Ball is dropped. Calgary wins it all the way back to the red line, but not out, as they shoot it back in deep. But Coos is there to pick it up for Newfoundland, who passes it around to Williamson, who tries to get it out but can't quite make it. Williamson bounces off the board, fighting off 2 Calgary players. Williamson eventually loses it, and Coos chases it in the corner. Don Tulk now fighting for control. Don turns, shoots it up. Gets it all the way down into Calgary territory. It's chased down by number 9 for Calgary, Kayleen Nichols. Shot around. Calgary still has control of it. Goes all the way down to the red line, but it's stopped by Sarah Diamond. Sarah runs up again to try and keep it in, and she manages to. Turning to try and get control. It's Natalie keeping, but the ball is sent all the way down, and Coos has to run back for it for Newfoundland. She looks ahead, passing it to number 27, seeing an opening for her. Stuckless is able to get it in, but Calgary is immediately going to take control of it and get it around the boards, heading it up to Amy Coates, who's looking to further her team down the ice. Getting in their way is Tori Mayo, who turns with it, getting up ahead again to Susan Stuckless. Calgary comes away with it again, getting it on the stick of Amy Van Bursick. They shoot it all the way down, and it won't go for icing as it hit a few sticks on its way there. It's Tori Mayo picks it up behind her own net. They shoot it all the way down, but it's not cleared. Back behind her net, Tori Mayo trying to get control again. Tinkler is there with her. Calgary gets control in front of the net, shoots it, and it's wide behind the net. 2.5 minutes left to go in the first period. Shots are 5-2 now in favor of Calgary. A shot goes in, but it bounces off the hind end of April Drake, who now heads up the ice with it, bouncing it off the wall. And will this go for icing? Yes, it will. Newfoundland will not get the line change they were looking for, and Calgary might be able to capitalize on this tired team late in the period. Ball is dropped. Makes its way up to Calgary. They try and get out in front. Take a shot. And it's off the pad of Frank. Ball bounces off the wall. Excellent clearing opportunity missed by a bouncing ball. And now Calgary is able to clear the zone. April Drake chases it down. Brittany Antle is also there. Drake fighting for it behind the net. Antle waiting for her opportunity to shoot. Pickford, is also there, but the ball gets cleared all the way down, and now icing against Calgary. Newfoundland will get their change. Calgary won't, and maybe this is the opportunity that Newfoundland has been waiting for. Looks like Newfoundland has called their timeout because they really want to make something come from this power play, or this icing opportunity. Whistle is blown, and both teams will have to take positions to play this to face off. Dawn Tulk. Taking the face-off for Newfoundland. She's winged by Williamson and Amanda Keene. Tulk wins the face-off. It goes all the way back to Sarah Diamond, who whips it around the boards, trying to get it back to Tulk, who manages to take control of it, trying to get it out in front. She does, but where is it now? It's loose behind the net. They whip it around the boards. Coos is there to fight for it. Two Newfoundland players versus one Calgary player. Who will come away with it? Now a second Calgary player joins in. Fight along the boards, and the ref loses sight of it, and the play is blown down. Ball is dropped, sent up ahead. Calgary gets it deep into Newfoundland territory, but Coos is already back. Coos turns with it, gets it over to Diamond. Diamond slaps it up the ice, managed to get it to center, but not out. 60 seconds left to go. Calgary with it. Great opportunity I can see here. It gets poked away by the goalie, and it's loose. Calgary trying to get any shots they can off in the last 40 seconds of this period. Shoots it off the side of the net. Burzen's with it now. Shoots it back to her defender. They try and shoot it back in behind the net. It's loose. Picked up by Fisher. Fisher shoots it out front. Shot off the blocker, loose behind the net. Fisher tries to kick it to her teammate. She sticks it to her teammate. No, she's going to keep it for herself. Passes it all the way down to Mars. They've pulled their goalie in the last 14 seconds. 10 seconds to go, and the whistle is blown. Calgary has put their goalie back in for this face-off, but it seems like if they can, they will. Yes. And she's already preparing to leave the net if her team gets control, but there's only 2 seconds left. So we will go into the second period scoreless, shots 7-2 in favor of Calgary. Newfoundland has a player in the box right now who will remain there at the start of the next period. Rejoin us in just over 3 minutes for the final period of this first women's game at the CBHA Nationals. Kristen Coos will start this period in the penalty box for 1 minute and 49 seconds. The game, you'll remember, ended scoreless before the second period began, and the shots are 9-4 in favor of Calgary. Ball is dropped. Calgary loses it to Newfoundland early. Moves across. Fisher gets it in, but Tinkler's there to pick it up in the back corner for Newfoundland. Tinkler turns with it, whipping it around the boards, but it's going to get picked up by Dunlop. Dunlop turns, looks at her options, sends it all the way back to Mars. Mars looks like winds up, fires. Blocked out in front, and it doesn't make it on goal. Diamond has it now, but it's stripped from her by Sharp. Sharp tries to shoot it on goal, but can't quite make it there. Now Dunlop has it again. Dunlop fighting Tinkler for control. Dunlop comes away with it. Pass it over to Sharp. Sharp loses it, and Newfoundland is able to clear the zone all the way down to the other end. Only 60 seconds left in the penalty. Jogging up the rink. She shoots it in. It's going to get picked up by Rebecca Russell, who whips it around the boards, hoping that Brittany Antle can help her out. Antle has the ball stripped from her, and it gets all the way back to Chelsea Karpenko. Karpenko with it now at the point. Passes it off. Karpenko has to corral it before it exits the zone, and she can. She holds the line. Karpenko passes it up to the far side boards. She takes a shot, but it's off the back boards, and now Fisher has it. Fisher looks at Karpenko, passes it to her. Karpenko backs up, back to Fisher. Across, fires! And that won't make it on goal. Backhand does. But now she's out. She's sprung. Oh, and she just squandered a major power play or breakaway opportunity because Kristen Coos could not get the ball out of her feet before she was caught up by a Calgary player. She still has it in the far corner, though, and still has a great opportunity here. She's taken down, but she managed to get it to Amanda Keene. Amanda Keene has the ball taken away from her. The ball goes up. Fisher looks at her opportunities. Passes it up ahead, hopes that her friend Bianca Zuber can pick it up. Zuber has it. Zuber sewn in along the boards. Ball is freed. Players are taken down. Tinkler is in with it now. They turn around, start moving up the ice. 17 shoots it in, and that's just wide off the stick of Tori Mayo. They pick it up, Natalie keeping. Pass it off. Tori Mayo running for it now. Tori tries to flip it in, and she's able to get it into the near side corner. She tries to backhand it out in front, but it's blocked by a stick. Mayo loses it, goes up the ice. Off the stick of 5. No icing on that one. Calgary with perhaps the best scoring opportunity of the game, but it's all for naught as Frank is able to get her foot on it and cover up for the whistle. Face-off comes to Frank's left. Ball is dropped and Newfoundland wins it back. Jill Mason is able to pick it up. She passes it off and it flips down the rink. Genevieve Rowe almost comes away with it, but she can't get the shot off. Taken away by Calgary. Calgary looks to be about to clear the zone, and they do. But Rebecca Russell is there to fight off. Margot Sharp is able to pick up the ball, but Keene comes away with it, shooting it down the ice. Natalie Keeping has it. Waits for her teammates to get in with her. Drake is there as well. Penalty called. There's a holding call apparently against Natalie Keeping, which means Calgary will come away with another power play opportunity. 2 minutes for holding against Keeping. Ball is dropped. Calgary wins it back. It's turned around by Pickford. Ball is shot out. What are the refs going to rule? Yep, delay of game penalty against the goalkeeper, which means as soon as that penalty started for Calgary, they took one of their own. 4-on-4 hockey for the next minute and 48 seconds. April Drake to take the face-off for Newfoundland. Ball is dropped. Drake wins it back. Shot on goal right off the face-off. Now Calgary comes away with it. They've got a breakaway opportunity. Can they make it before the icing, though? Yes, they can. No breakaway, but at least they didn't ice it. Ball loose in front of the goalie. Poked away by a Calgary player. Now Newfoundland comes away with it, looking up the ice. They manage to get it to Drake. Drake with Pickford right on her side. No one is able to get a shot off. It's off a player's stick and up into the webbing. Face-off goes to the right of the Calgary goaltender. Dawn Tulk to take the face-off for Newfoundland. Calgary wins the face-off. Tries to hit it up, but it goes to Tinkler, and she slaps it on goal. Doesn't quite get there, and Calgary turns it around, moving up ice now. Tinkler has it again. She carries it in on her stick. Pass it off to the side. Picked up by Tulk. Tulk moves it all the way back, picked up by Mayo. Mayo shoots it for Tulk. Tulk zoned into the corner with it. Calgary able to take it away, but Tulk is not giving up. Tulk now has it. In the corner, she shoots it around for Tinkler. Tinkler backhands it out in front. No one gets a shot on goal. Candace Moxley now. Managing to get around. She looks up ahead. She's got a player who's ready to spring, but it's picked off. No. Yes, Calgary, Newfoundland is able to pick it off. Running in now is Tori Mayo. She can't quite hold on to it as her team was changing. Tori runs up. She gets on the ball. She's going to try and flip it in, I assume, but it's turned away by Calgary. Now the ball is in, but her team will finish its change as Tori heads off ice. Ball off the wall. Jenna Cunningham with it now. 4 seconds left in Calgary's penalty after Newfoundland's ended. Both players out now. Back to 5-on-5. Jill Mason passes it up. Gets out. Calgary will have to touch up. Mandy Duhamel. Calgary bounces it off the wall, but it's easily picked up by Rebecca Russell, who carries it in. She looks to the side. Tries the shot. Whistle is blown. Looks like the net came off. They have reset it, and the face-off will be to the side of the Calgary goaltender. Face-off comes to the right of the Calgary goaltender. Natalie Keeping takes it for her team. It's backhanded on goal, but it's easily turned away. Keeping tries to get it. It's moved around by Mayo. Stuckless tries to keep it in for her team, but Calgary is able to get out with it. Calgary carries it in on their own stick. She is taken down. Gloves come off. There's a penalty, and this one is against Newfoundland with 12:52 left. I believe it is a tripping call. Two minutes against Sarah Diamond for tripping. Calgary goes to the power play. They get it back to Fisher. Fisher passes it up. They send it all the way back. Moxley winds up, fires, and it's swallowed up by Frank. Ball is dropped. Newfoundland comes away with it and clears it all the way down the ice. Speedy legs on Brittany Antle. She tries to get all the way down, but she won't quite make it, so she heads back to help her team defend. On the stick of a Calgary player, takes a shot off the cheater of the goalie. I played a little bit of goalie in high school, and I cannot tell you how many times that thing saved me. Bouncing right off my wrist, staying harmlessly out of the net. And you can tell the difference when you start playing with a baseball mitt instead of a regular goalie's glove. Ball loose out in front. Takes a couple whacks at it, but doesn't get on goal. Sharp with it now. Passes it back to Mars, but it doesn't get on goal. Calgary with the ball again. Back to Mars. Mars passes out. Fires. Ball blocked out in front. Doesn't get on goal. Fisher with it now. Pass it off to Mars. Mars winds. Fires. Ball doesn't make it on goal, and the ball hops Mars' stick and goes all the way down for the goalie to corral. Calgary making a line change. Ball went in offside, I believe, and so the faceoff will come just outside the Newfoundland zone. Only 17 seconds left for Newfoundland to kill on their penalty. Shots 16-5 in favor of Calgary. This game is still scoreless. Ball is dropped, and it's won back to Curio. Curio is able to get it in with a pass. Ball goes to Mars. Ball loose out in front of the goalie. She's trying to cover it. Loose behind the net. Goalie's down and out. Calgary struggling to get control of it, but it's shot all the way down. And Sarah Diamond is now back on the bench. 5-on-5 hockey once again, as Kaylin Nichols picks it up for the Calgary United. Tinkler is able to get it away for Newfoundland, and Amanda Keene carries it in. Drake there to fight for it. It's taken away from her, but she's able to pick it up in her feet. She passes it out in front, but there's no players there, and there is a tripping call against Calgary now. So now Newfoundland will go to the power play, and will try and do what no one has been able to do so far in this game, and capitalize on a goal. Even more so, capitalize on a power play opportunity. Ball is dropped and gets shot all the way down the ice. Tinkler runs back to pick it up. Newfoundland starting from their own zone. Tinkler looks up ahead, jogs ahead with it a bit. And they managed to get ahead, but now it's an even man shorthanded opportunity as they shoot it in. Caught in the equipment of Ayla Frank. Face off inside the Newfoundland zone. Calgary definitely would take a shorthanded opportunity right about now. Ball is down. Newfoundland wins it back. Play it in front of their own net while they get set up out front. Shoot it up. Cross the red line. They get in now. The Calgary goalie goes behind to play it. Plays it off to the side, but Keane is there to try and take it away for the Newfoundland. Keane isn't able to take it away. Calgary starts turning around. Shoots it all the way down. And Kristen Coos will have to go back and pick it up for her team as they start from their own end. Coos shoots it off to Tinkler. Tinkler runs up now. She flips it in. Dump and chase. Tulk going for it. Tulk won't quite get there. Taken away by a Calgary player. Pickford goes down in the corner trying to fight for it. It's all the way back to Coos now, who tries to shoot it in. Russell with it now. Tries to backhand it. Goes to the near side to Keane. Keane. Back to... Oh, what a shot by Coos. Just barely off. And it bounces right into the glove of the Calgary keeper, who covers up. 21 seconds left to go in Newfoundland's power play. Let's see if they can capitalize. The face-off comes to the left of Calgary's goal. Ball is dropped and it goes back to Rowe. Now to Williamson. Williamson passes it up to Tinkler. Calgary takes control, shoots it all the way down. And that'll do it for their penalty. They have successfully killed one. No goals scored on the power play. Hell, no goals scored at all in this game so far. Tinkler tries to get control, but Calgary will come away with it. It's bounced high in the air, and Mars will look to take control in the far side corner, but is batted away by Drake. Calgary takes control anyway. Trying to get around Diamond with the deke, but it won't quite work. Behind the net now. Ball shot out in front. Foot race for it, and it goes to the blue line, but not out. Diamond has it again. Shoots it up and around. Picked up by Curio. Winesfire shoots, but Mars can't get inside. Diamond is there to pick it up. She manages to shoot it up to Williamson. Back behind the net for Diamond. Taken away by Cunningham. Cunningham tries to jam it in and with a round, but it won't quite work. Shot in, goes wide. Tinkler will challenge for it. Ball shot across. Shot on goal, just wide by Margot Sharp. Sharp with it again. Goes around. Spins with it. Sharp still holding on to that ball. Tries to get it out in front for a tip-in, but it doesn't quite work. Ball bounced off the boards by a Newfoundland player. Back to the red line. Takes a shot, Mars does. Back to Sharp. Sharp behind the net with it. Sharp trying to get a pass off, but can't quite find the lane. Ball high up in the air. Calgary takes control again. They shoot it back to Mars, who shoots it in and it goes wide. Oh, geez, Ayla Frank is really working for it right now without her blocker, without her stick, just jumping around trying to block anything that comes her way. But the ball is cleared all the way down and she's able to re-equip herself. Chelsea Karpenko gets it in deep, but sticked aside by Frank. Ball goes up to Keeping. Keeping gets it into the Calgary zone, but Calgary's going to turn it back pretty quickly. Ball lost to neutral ice. Newfoundland backhands it, but Calgary takes control, moving it up ahead. Mayo falls. They take a shot. It's up high in the air, behind the net, loose. Frank working hard to make sure nothing gets by her. Keeping takes it around. Only 5 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in this scoreless game. The first goal could be the winner in this one. Up ahead, it gets to Rowe. Rowe in the corner, trying to get a friendly passing lane. She can't quite find one as she's being dogged hard by a Calgary player. Rowe with it. Pass it to Tulk. Back to Rowe. Loose up in the air now. Mars comes away with it. Mars passes it up. Gets it to Fisher. Fisher can't get a shot off. It's taken away by Russell, but it gets back to Fisher. Fisher looking for a shot. Now she's looking for a pass. Pass it back to Mars. Mars winds up, shoots, and it's off a player in front. Russell trying to get it. But here comes Karpenko. Karpenko takes it around the backboards. Russell almost able to knock it away, but Karpenko stays with it. Now Nilfin comes away with it. Up head to Rowe. Rowe backhands it in so her team can change. Ball off the boards, picked up by Karpenko. Newfoundland has it again. Passed ahead to Tulk. Tulk turns with it, tries to shoot in front for so Keane can get a shot off, but she doesn't quite make it there. Keane looking around, sends it around the boards for Pickford. Pickford taken down. She's slow to her feet, but she's up now. Diamond hops her stick. Here comes Fisher. She's looking across. She's looking at Sharp. She's taken down, and there's a tripping call on that. In the last 3.5 minutes of this game, Newfoundland has taken a tripping call, which could be what does it in for them. This game is scoreless, and you got to feel that the first goal could be the game winner in this one. Ball is dropped and a warning alarm goes off. Not quite sure why. I think something has gone wrong with the timer. It's currently reading there's only 2 minutes left when I believe there should be 3 minutes and 27 seconds. Now it's reading 8 minutes. I guess we've got 8 minutes left in this game. I'm not sure. Now it's reading 5 minutes, 20 seconds. It looks like we're going to start playing with 5 minutes, 20 seconds. Both teams eagerly waiting to start play. No, we are back down to 3 minutes and 27 seconds now, which means we can finally begin this game again. Game has started. 3 minutes, 27 seconds left to go. Calgary has control of the ball on this power play opportunity. They shoot it across, get it all the way back to Mars, then they get it up to Sharp. Sharp has it across. Sharp all the way back to Mars to Sharp. Sharp winds up, pass across, shoots, and that's high over the net. Just under 3 minutes to go in this game. Slap shot, blocked and back to Dunlop. Ball is dropped, put down all the way back into Calgary territory. Calgary with an excellent opportunity, but they won't be able to capitalize as it was knocked aside by a Newfoundland player. Calgary gets it over to Nichols, who passed it up. It's behind the net now. Newfoundland is able to clear it all the way down the ice, and Nichols will pick it up for her team. Ball is knocked down, goes over to number 10. Knocked all the way back down the ice. Only less than 30 seconds left to go in the penalty against Coos. Ball being run up by Karpenko. Over to Pickford. Now Mayo runs into the corner to try and get it back for Newfoundland. Coos is out now. Penalty officially over. 5-on-5 hockey again, but Calgary still deeply entrenched territory. Coos has it. Coos running up now. She's all open on the right wing. She's got a great passing opportunity. Odd man rush. She takes a shot. It's blockered away. What a great opportunity taken away by an expert positional save by the goalie. Ball pass out in front. Coos has it. Coos looks to take a shot. Passes to the side. Picked up by Newfoundland. Takes a shot. Keane can't quite get it on goal. Picked up again, this time by Mayo. Mayo pass back to Coos. Coos takes a shot, scores! Coos took the shot, but Pickford is the one who finished it. Wherewithal by Pickford to get her stick right where it needed to be to tip in that shot from Coos. This game has been so tight, and Newfoundland United has been so massively outshot by Calgary, but now they have the only goal of this game with 52.9 seconds left to go. Ball is dropped. Calgary has control. Calgary moves it up. They are definitely going to want to get this game back to a tie before it is too late. Calgary has the ball loose beside the net. Picked up by Sharp, who takes a shot, but is blocked by a body. Ball loose up in the air at the blue line, but not out just yet. Russell is able to clear it. She takes a shot at the open net, but it won't go. April Drake has it. loses it. Calgary picks it up again, trying to take advantage of the 6 men they have on ice. Tinkler backhands it, trying to get it to the blue line, but she doesn't get it out. Picked up now by Fisher. Tinkler with it. And that'll do it! After a tense 40 minutes of hockey, after a scoreless 39 minutes of hockey, Coos takes the shot, Pickford tips it in, and this is a 1-0 game. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Levi Laughlin. And just a quick update, we will be back on at 7:30 for our next game tonight. Let me rescind that. We're actually 7 is the time to tune in, which if you're not on PST is in just 22 minutes. Thank you for tuning in to the CBHA Nationals.